So I'm in my last 3 days of living in the city. Technically it's only 2 because I have today, tomorrow, and then I move on Saturday. I took the second half of the work week off just so I could pack and like tidy everything up because I honestly haven't done much so far. I did a lot this morning, but still have a lot to go. Yeah, I kind of touched on this in my week in my life vlog from last week, but I'm kind of sad to be moving. For some context, I decided that it was time to leave the city because I wanted to travel a lot, and this year I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. I'm going to Bali for 3 weeks in April, and then I'm going to New York for a month, and then I'll be in Tokyo for 2 weeks, and Alec and I are trying to move in with one another. So my lease is up in February, obviously that's why we're moving. So McKenna and I moved in here in 2020. We were on like a little over a year lease and then renewed last year, and then this year we were like, we don't know what we're gonna do, but I knew I wanted to live in New York for a little bit. I didn't want to pay rent in 2 places because paying rent in the 2 most expensive cities in the United States does not make sense. So I was like, I need to figure out what the deal is with that, and subleasing is just a pain in the ass to deal with, so that wasn't really an option. So thinking about it all, it was like, it just doesn't make sense for me to be paying rent and then traveling and being gone like weeks at a time. So that's why I decided to move. At first I wanted to do month to month and be here for a couple more months, but McKenna is moving with our other friend from elementary school. She was actually a mutual friend that introduced the 2 of us. They're moving in together into the city, so it kind of all just worked out where she'd have someone to live with and I could go back and not have to worry about anything while I travel. So that is how we ended up here. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for all the travel that I'm gonna be doing. When I'm travel planning, then I get really excited and I'm just like ready to go and adventure this year. But then also I'm sad with like the day-to-day things that I'm gonna be missing out on. So when we first moved in, it was in the middle of the pandemic and everything was still closed, so just like McKenna and I inside doing home workouts and just hanging out with each other all the time, which was nice. But once things started opening up, then I got to like meet a lot of people, join gyms, and make friends through those gyms. And then when I was working at Orange Theory, I made a lot of friends there, not only with like the members, but with the people I was working with. The same goes for my boxing gym. I was going to a different boxing gym when I first moved in here, and I had some friends through there. But then once I started going to the one that I go to now, which is 3rd Street Boxing, and I started taking more of like the academy sparring classes, I really made a lot of friends, and that was like more recently, so it's kind of sad to like not see those people all the time anymore. And then also with like Yelp Elite and stuff, I've like finally found like a group of people I can hang out with every time there's events when we're all there together. So it's also sad that I won't see them as often anymore, and it's like not as easy to go to those events. But it's just like the small things that are sad. But like in the long term, like everything changes all the time, everybody's moving, ton of stuff happening, but for me that is happening now, so it's like crazy to take in, and trying to pack is just a pain, but it's happening, and I'm gonna document the last couple of days I have here. I've already said bye to like my old coworkers at Orange Theory and the people that I box with at my boxing gym because I took my last morning class like ever this morning. It's an interesting time because like with COVID, everybody was forced to like separate from each other and figure it out, but now it's like different people are on different timelines and are leaving at different times, so it's just like, it's a lot to take in and it's a lot to process. I'm still doing that, and I feel like talking to the camera and like vlogging about it has been helping me. So I know there's an excessive amount of vlogging in my last couple weeks in SF, but here we are, and who knows, maybe I'll end up back here and not in Southern California somewhere. I really don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the year and after all my travel plans, so we'll see how everything plays out. But for now, keep watching this vlog. It'll just be a bunch of videos of me cleaning stuff and packing stuff. But yeah, this is it, and this is gonna be the last of my nice room because I'm gonna start packing it up. All the memes from the past 2.5-ish years have been great, but now it's time for the next chapter in life, and yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk today. I just want to take a moment because I'm a genius for this. So I have these like I don't know what you call them. You like stick them on the wall and then you hang your bags or like whatever you have on them. And I have 3 of them. And I was like, how am I gonna put this in a box without it stabbing something and like ruining everything? And then I went into my recycling to see if it had like foam or whatever in there. And I found this thing. Do I know what it is? No idea. But it was in a package that either me or McKenna opened. It was there, and I was like, let me cut out pieces of this and then stab it with this so that it doesn't stab anything. And then it works perfectly. Here's one of them. And then I can do it with this one too. I'm overly excited for this. Bam. This desk is an absolute disaster. I don't know how to pack it because it's all like tiny stuff. Had these little squishy things as like stress relievers while I'm working. I think it's time to retire them. I bought a box of them on Amazon 2 years ago. And these are like sticky and kind of gross now. And I still have like 10 left, so I think we're gonna use that and toss these. But they're so cute. Goodbye, octopus and polar bear. They've helped me through some tough times. Work stickers. My work laptop, or my second work laptop, because we built a Windows app and my team and most of the company have to test it. So I got this and I absolutely hate it. So I ended up going with Augusta sandwich for lunch. I found these kelp snacks that made me curious, so I got them. Now we're gonna do a taste test. I got the chili pepper one. Here's what they look like. I hope they taste like seaweed because I love seaweed. They're okay. They do taste like seaweed. They taste like rice crackers, kind of. Not mad about it. Would I get it again? Probably not because it's mainly air. But the packaging's nice and I think it's compostable. It's not plastic, but that's my taste test. I got the Valencia sandwich from Gus's with a Dutch crunch roll. Yum. So what's in it is like roasted chicken and Fuji apples and mixed greens and tomato pesto and onions. Very productive. Got a lot of packing done, got a lot of stuff sold. And McKenna and I went to Cayo, which is down the street from us. So we did that, and then tomorrow I gotta go to bed like ASAP because I am boxing with my old boxing coach who I haven't seen in months. But I'm going at 7 a.m. so I need to be up around like 6 or slightly before 6 so I can get to the place on time. I'm gonna get ready for bed and then hit the hay and be ready for the morning. I've been like so tired and I think it's just because I'm not getting enough sleep. But with my move, I am going to reset and make sure I get more sleep. And yeah, that's all I have to say for now. So good night. I'm at Golden Gate Park and I just trained with my old boxing coach. Now I have to find my way to the train and then go home, pack, and do a bunch of stuff. So. We're having our last brunch in the apartment. No table. But we have Brenda's and beignets and eggs that Alec made.
Good stuff.
I'm sitting by the creek, taking it all in before I have to move, and then running an errand. So here we are. Alec is getting a haircut, and I just made a pit stop to sit at this bench and take it all in. But that's all. is about to pick up the couch. It's gonna be so empty.
No more couch.
Everyone is moving. 1 moving truck, 2 moving trucks, and then there's my dad. Mid-move.
Last time we'll ever have
A Brita?
Brita filter, so I'm not gonna replace that.
The apartment is officially empty now, and we're out of here. Here's the living room and everything here. Goodbye to my first real apartment. Just making sure things are empty. This is so sad. Big girl things on to bigger and better things. But thank you, Avalon at Mission Bay, for having me for a little over 2 years, but peace out for now.